do it, kid.
Never had a choice.
Today, alcohol is so ubiquitous in the West that it's kind of mind-blowing to think that there was a time when you could be arrested just for buying a six-pack. Welcome to Watch Mojo's Top 5 Facts. In today's installment, we're counting down the 5 most fascinating facts about the USA's prohibition of alcohol during the 1920s and 30s.
As you know, in less than 2 hours, liquor will be declared illegal by decree of the distinguished gentlemen of our nation's Congress. To those beautiful, ignorant bastards.
Number 5. Drinking wasn't actually illegal.
The brewers and distillers were suffering. County by county, state by state, they were being forced to close down.
The 18th Amendment, also known as the Volstead Act, went into effect in January 1920 and made the manufacture, sale, and distribution of liquor illegal. So if, like some wealthy individuals of the day, you bought out the stock of an entire liquor store before the law went into effect, you could still enjoy it in the privacy of your own home.
What's that, lemonade in your hand?
I'm just proposing we call a spade a spade.
It was also possible to receive a doctor's prescription and buy medical whiskey from a pharmacy. So-called blind pigs got around the sales restriction by instead charging people to see some interesting animal, like a blind pig, and gave patrons a free drink with admission.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Number 4. Prohibition made cocktails popular.
What about like some pineapple juice with a little bit of rum on the side?
Of course. Like your style. Cocktail guy.
Since the manufacture of alcohol was done on the black market, much of the liquor being supplied to illegal saloons was filled with poisons like wood alcohol, iodine, and sulfuric acid. But more on that later.
Excuse me?
So since the stuff tasted awful and there wasn't a wide variety of it, bartenders would mix in things like fruit juices, sugar, and grenadine to mask the taste of death. Historical data on these details seems spotty, but it does stand to reason. Also, sweet drinks are easier to down quickly, which is important when the joint could be raided at any moment.
This is a part of 20,000 quarts of whiskeys now being destroyed under court order. Go to it, boys.
Number 3. Propaganda played a huge role.
But at high school age, even though your mind seems mature, your body isn't, and alcohol is a violent narcotic.
In order to get the law passed, groups like the Christian Women's Temperance League and the Anti-Saloon League launched massive anti-alcohol campaigns to sway popular opinion over the course of 8 years.
Liquor, thy name's delirium.
Drinking was portrayed as the cause of just about every societal ill. It was said to bankrupt and destroy families while making evil brewery tycoons and saloon owners filthy rich. The dry campaigners, as they were called, also wanted to paint booze as massively expensive to taxpayers.
I say alcohol must go!
Ironically though, it was actually the millions lost to tax revenue and the hundreds of millions it cost to enforce the law that led to its repeal in 1933.
And so that's why alcohol is bad. Has that marijuana made it back up here yet?
Number 2. The KKK supported prohibition, and vice versa.
And from all those smart-ass folks say we come descended from monkeys. That's not my coaching hand here. Yeah.
The Ku Klux Klan are a white supremacist group first founded in the mid-19th century. Before Prohibition, they were small, fringe organizations scattered throughout the South. But their ardent, sometimes even violent support of Prohibition made them hugely popular with the general booze-hating public. By 1925, their membership numbers had ballooned from a few thousand to between 3 and 6 million members from all over the country. They burned down saloons, raided roadhouses for stashes of hooch, and were even deputized by federal officials to do so. Luckily, they fell from popularity that same decade, and now have fewer than 10,000 members.
Look what we got us here, brothers! Mexicans!
Number 1. Uncle Sam's tainted hooch killed thousands.
Partner, I don't know if that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen, or you're some kind of damn genius.
Now, not to make light of a tragedy like this, but Uncle Sam's Tainted Hooch would be an awesome name for a punk band, just saying. Manufacture of alcohol for industrial purposes was still permitted during Prohibition, but the government tried to make it completely undrinkable by forcing manufacturers to add chemicals to it. Some of these chemicals were harmless, but others were toxic.
And this builds a bridge all the way across it when you shake it, so that's how you can tell it's good alcohol.
It's estimated that 1/10 of all the industrial alcohol produced in this period wound up being drunk anyhow, causing paralysis, blindness, and even death. The most common estimate is that about 10,000 people died from this tainted hooch, but some authors put that number at as high as 12,000 in 1927 alone.
Professor. Professor.
So what do you think?
I'm so drunk. I can't even process this.
Should we give Prohibition another try? Or maybe prohibit fewer intoxicants?
We want prohibition! You can't seriously want to ban alcohol. It tastes great, makes women appear more attractive, and makes a person virtually invulnerable to criticism.
For more sugary sweet top 10s and may cause blindness top 5s, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
You got it, Jobin.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.